At Aviatrix also, we started small with Gen AI and some RAG infrastructure to deploy applications which can provide useful insights to our business users. But pretty soon we realized that the challenge of managing security in AI workload is much greater than any of the traditional apps. And the main reason is that in order to be more productive, Gen AI solutions or agentic AI, especially now with the MCP protocol coming in, where LLMs are connected to many different data sources in a very abstract kind of a fashion. The challenge to safeguard the security of your data, make sure that your API keys and identities of your human as well as machines is secure, is a real challenge on the security teams. I was going through the OWASP, which is the Open Web Application Security Project, a very credible source, and I was looking at the top 5 AI threats, and one of the top 3 were, prompt injection. So where attackers can actually come in and through very carefully crafted prompts, they can manipulate your LLMs into providing wrong answers. It could be poisoning, where if they have access to your data stores which is used to train your LLMs, they can poison that data store so that your answers are not reliable. And third was DDoS attack on your LLMs by sending in so many prompts that your entire system actually cease to exist or operate. But in all of these 3 or 5 types of threats that I saw, the common denominator was identity and access. Somebody was able to get access to the systems and was able to get the access to privileges, and then they are able to perform whatever they wanted to perform in order to achieve their objective. So, it made us sort of rethink even the zero trust, right? When we say that zero trust means trust but verify, I think now with AI we need to start saying never trust, always verify, and that also in the moment. With Britive coming into the picture, we are embarking on the journey where we are going to verify each and everything. Privileges are going to be formal. They are going to be provided when they are needed and taken away when they are not required. That's a new way of thinking that every leader in IT or security need to adapt, especially when they are thinking of implementing AI, because you cannot trust and you always have to verify.
That's great. And I believe Aviatrix, you sort of have this challenge even more than organizations that are just bringing in generative AI tools from the outside, correct? You are actually developing some of your own models and creating your own agents. So I feel like your touch points and your security considerations are broader than even a lot of other organizations. Did I get that correct?
Absolutely, because there are 2 types of applications in the AI, right? One is applications like Copilot, right? Everybody can go in and get access to Microsoft Copilot. It's something which is available to everybody on the planet. So this is not something which is going to give competitive advantage to companies because you have it, your competitors have it, so it's a zero-sum game. But if the application that actually gives you competitive edge is creating your own applications utilizing LLMs and utilizing your own data sources, which are of course sensitive and they need to be safeguarded. So in order to develop those applications which give you competitive edge, they need to be safeguarded with a high level of security and protocols. So that's why having zero standing privileges become much more important, because you are playing with your sensitive data.
That's a great point. So you are also having to consider potentially even internal human user access to some of these, like the training data sources and things like that go into the models. Is that also a concern or consideration where you're building this? While I'm just going to put words in your mouth a little bit, not slowing down what they're trying to accomplish. So it's sort of the guardrails at speed. Is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, I think the way to look at it is, security is actually something that allows our developers to work with more velocity, work with more speed, because they are able to not only demand access that they need in order to build those applications, at the same time, they have a peace of mind that these privileges are not being taken advantage of. Speed and security go hand in hand, but you need to have proper systems in place to ensure the balance that you need for a more optimum environment.